Chandra Shekar, sir.
Chandra Shekar Rao. Chandra Shekar Rao, you're coming from where, Chandra?
Tanjavur, sir, Tamil Nadu.
Coming from Tanjavur.
Tanjavur.
Tanjavur, Tamil Nadu.
Yes, sir.
What is Tanjavur famous for?
Tanjavur is famous for, it is known as the rice bowl of Tamil Nadu, sir. The major occupation was farming and cultivation. And beyond that, the one and only building which was built without foundation is inside Tanjavur only, the Brihadishwara temple.
Okay. What about Tanjavur is also called the rice bowl of
Yes, sir.
Tamil Nadu, is it?
Yes, sir.
Why is it called the rice bowl?
The major occupation was cultivation, sir.
What is the type of rice that they grow there?
Paddy crops, sir.
What type?
Paddy.
Do you know the names of those rice?
No, sir. Poni rice is always cultivated.
Poni rice is
Now, yes, sir.
rice out there. Okay. And you planning to join the short service army, am I right?
Yes, sir.
This is your first attempt?
No, sir. It is my second attempt, sir.
Where did you go before?
Kapurthala, sir.
You went to Kapurthala for
Yes,
what
sir.
happened?
I just got screened out, sir.
Why?
Because I thought I take too much time for narration, sir.
Too much time for?
Narration.
Okay. And now how are you feeling confident?
Yes, sir.
Why?
I have improved myself, sir, by being with persons who are also trying for the joint defense forces, sir.
How did you work on improving yourself?
At the beginning, I was lacking communication skills and also, sir, in English fluency, sir.
Did
Now
you
I
go
have,
to
yes,
any coaching institute before coming for the SSB?
yes, sir.
Where did you go?
Recent Defense Institute, sir, in Chennai, Tambaram.
Chandra.
Yes, sir.
And any other institute?
No, sir. After Recent Defense, I come to Cavalier, sir.
You have gone to Cavalier.
Yes, sir.
How is Cavalier?
A very nice place, sir.
What's so nice about it?
I was feeling enthusiastic and very active being with the officers who just.
You're staying in the hostel or staying outside?
No, sir, in the hostel, sir.
Hostel.
Yes, sir.
How are the hostel facilities?
It was very fine, sir.
What are two bad things about Cavalier hostel?
There is nothing like that. I don't feel anything like that, sir.
Okay. So tell me 2-3 good points about Cavalier that you would like to recommend to your friends after you leave this place.
This is exactly where I feel like being in SSB interview.
You feel like being in SSB itself.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And moreover, the staffs and the professors are always motivated.
Always the same. What is the new thing that you learned out here?
New thing. Being with a group.
Being with the group.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I also having experience with part of a group, but how to play how to lead a team with along with their current mindset of the peoples. I just learned to analyze the mindset of the group members.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Where is your SSB?
And Bhopal, sir.
When?
December 7th, sir. 2019.
December 7th. So you have approximately 1 month time.
Yes, sir.
And where would you be going? You will be going from Tamil Nadu or from Bangalore?
From Tamil Nadu, sir.
Tamil Nadu.
Yes, sir.
Tanjavur. How do you reach Bhopal from Tanjavur?
I have first reached Chennai and then I have booked a train from Chennai to Bhopal, sir.
What are the important railway stations that will come in between Chennai and Bhopal?
I am not clear about it, sir.
Not sure.
But yes, sir.
Okay, you should find out.
Yes, sir.
What if the train goes in the wrong direction? Understood?
Yes, sir. I will find it out, sir.
Yeah. So Chandra, now briefly just tell me something about yourself.
Yes, sir. As mentioned in my profile, I am Chandra Shekar. I belong to Tanjavur, one of the most Indian cities in India, and I have completed my post graduation in the stream of embedded systems and my graduation in the stream of electronics and communication engineering. And after completing my post graduation, I just joined as a production engineer in an organization named Eurocon Instruments Private Limited, and later I got promoted to the project engineer. Before 8 months, I just resigned my designation in order to chase my dream towards defense. And during my post graduation, I have individually done a hardware setup of automated battery backup strategy with using wireless power transfer for industrial appliances. And I have published 2 articles based on it from the thesis.
What articles were they?
So, categories and recent trends and survey about wireless power transfer, and my thesis automated battery backup support.
Automated battery backup support.
Yes, sir.
As I see your PIQ,
Yes, sir.
you have finished your graduation somewhere in 2016.
Yes, sir.
What do you do for the last 3 years?
After completing post graduation, I just applied for defense, sir, in TGC 126. I was shortlisted for the candidates to attend the interview in Allahabad, but unfortunately there was a medical emergency at the time in my home. My father got a stone on his kidney and he became very weak. At the time I took the responsibility to fulfill my the responses of my family.
What role did you play when your father had stone in his kidney? What exactly was your role?
I just asked for medical support from the doctors, what to do and what not to do, and take care for my family needs.
Okay, you are already working as a project
Engineer.
manager or project engineer, as you told me.
Yes, sir.
So, what is the reason that you want to now join the defense forces?
No, sir. As previous, I was my ambition is to join defense forces, sir. Aim is to join defense forces to become an officer, commissioned officer. But due to the medical emergency, to fulfill my responsibility in my family, I just put into hold. And later, now my father was recovered from his health issues, and also my brother also completed his graduation. So I feel independent and to chase to my dream.
You could have tried joining the National Defense Academy in 2008 or 2010 when you finished your 12th standard, 10+2.
Yes, sir. But I am not aware about it at the time.
You're not aware.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Fine. Chandra, now just briefly tell me something about your family background.
Yes, sir.
Parents, what are they doing? How many siblings you have, and what are each one of them doing? How exactly do you people intermingle with each other on a routine basis?
Yes, sir.
Whom are you pretty much close to in your family?
Yes, sir.
And who exactly is a role model of yours in your family? How much of pocket money do you get, and how exactly do you spend it? Or in your case, you're getting some salary as well in the last couple of years,
Yes, sir.
working as a project engineer. How exactly do you spend that money? And on a given Sunday or big holiday, when you are at home, how exactly do you spend
Okay, sir.
that day?
Yes, sir. Looking to my family background, my family include 4 members, sir. My parents and younger brother. My father was a retired service student in highways department, and he has just completed his 33 years of service in the organization. And also, my mother is a teacher in a corporate school near to my home. And my younger brother, who has recently completed his graduation in civil engineering, and now practicing for IAS, practicing for IAS exams in Pyramid Academy of institution in Karakudi.
Okay.
And while I was in the major interaction towards my family is during the night time. We used to have our dinner in unique way, and we used to share our thoughts and feelings at the time.
Okay.
And in my family, I mostly used to interact with my mother, because she is a quite sensitive person and a dependent person also. And
How do you spend your Sunday or big holiday when you're at home?
Sunday I just wake up at 6 o'clock, and then I just me and my father go to shops to bring the vegetables and the needs for the week. And then later I just used to help my brother and me used to help my mother in cooking. Usually in Sundays my parents won't eat non-veg items, and me and brother used to eat non-veg items. So yes, sir.
Okay. And what about your pocket money and
So
the
while
salary that you get?
I was going to while I was serving in a job. At the time I was in my uncle's house, so there was no need for packet money, and whenever monthly my father will credit 2000 in my account. Otherwise I don't get any packet money. So because they in my uncle's house they will fulfill my needs, enough needs.
And you were working, how much salary you used to get and how was that spent?
No sir, I have ever spent any of my salary, but now doing my preparation, after I got resigned my job, I just used those earnings. Yes sir.
How much salary you used to get?
15,000 sir,
What
when I was resigning. Yes sir.
What you used to do with that money?
I have ever spent any of the money sir till I got resigned my job.
So you preserved all that money?
Yes sir.
Okay. But tell me something about your academic background. Which one of the schools that you studied from 10th standard onwards?
Yes sir.
Which one of the schools that you studied? What percentage marks have you got in each of these terms?
Yes sir.
Which has been your favorite subject? Which is the subject that you disliked?
Yes, sir.
Which is the teacher that you liked the best and the teacher that you disliked? Why?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Coming to my school background, I just studied in Cavalier India Higher Secondary School, both for my SSLC and higher secondary examinations, sir. And in my SSLC, I have scored 78% of marks in SSLC exams, and Maths and Tamil are my favorite subjects at the time. I have scored 95% of marks in mathematics, and at the time, Satyamurthy sir was the favorite teacher of mine because he was quite similar to my father. Even for my even I have twisted my mustache by seeing my father and him also.
Okay.
Yes sir.
What your father also has a mustache like yours?
Yes sir.
Okay. Why this drop in percentage from 78 to 65 to 64 to 58? There's a steady drop in your percentage.
Yes sir. At the time of my higher secondary examination, my parents have bought a new house, and they were feeling crushed and worried about the maintaining the bank balance, and economically we get low at the time. So it morally affected my studies.
Okay. And in what subject did you do your engineering?
Electronics and Communication Engineering, sir.
Electronics and Communication Engineering. And which subject in ECE? Electronics and Communication
Yes, sir.
Engineering was your most favorite subject?
Programmable Logic Controller, sir.
Program?
Programmable Logic Controller, PLC, sir. So only I choose the after completing my graduation, I just choose embedded system because PLC and embedded are the two different fields of automation, sir.
Okay.
So it only took me towards automation, and then for my career. I have worked in a control panel company, used to supply panels, PLC panels and AE panels.
Good. Have you heard of gates, logic gates?
Yes, sir.
What's an exclusive OR gate?
Exclusive OR gate. Exclusive OR gate, whenever the inputs are same, the output will be replace zero, and when inputs are different, the output remains same. It's a 1 positive.
That's an exclusive OR gate, is it?
Yes, sir.
Since you are in electronics and communication engineering, the basic thing about ECE is digitization.
Yes, sir.
Have you heard of the Nyquist sampling theorem?
Yes, sir.
What's it?
The collective of samples from a set of function at a defined time.
Fs is greater than or equal to 2 into Fh. What does it mean? Have you heard of the sampling frequency should be greater than or equal to twice the highest frequency for digitization to happen?
No, I am not.
Not heard.
I am not sure about it, sir.
Okay.
Yes, I have worked in a different field related to PLC.
Okay. Now tell me something about your friend circle, both male and females put together.
Yes, sir.
Who's your favorite friend? Best friend, both in the male and female category put together. How exactly do you intermingle with each other? Who's your best friend and why?
My best friend was I have a set of number of friends. Among them, three are my best friends: Vivek, Divya, and Mahalakshmi. Sir.
Okay.
Yes, Vivek is a sensitive person and a straightforward person. And from my childhood also. And Divya is a person who used to study with me in my schools along with me. And Mahalakshmi, while doing my graduation, we have on the same department.
Tell me, what are the things that you look in any person for a good friendship, or to be your good friend? What are those few characteristics that you look at?
I think for a good friend, in my point of view, the major need is responsibilities and maintaining the good relationship with others, everyone.
Okay.
And respect is the main thing, so in my point of view.
So tell me something about your hobbies and interests. What are your hobbies, stroke interests?
So I do have interest in painting, so and emboss and oil pastels. So I used to paint during my rest time, and I gifted to my friends in some occasions, sir. And making craft works. I have made some craft works, some wood and metal crafts, and gifted it to my friend during their marriage and in some functions, occasions like that.
So what are the type of paintings you do? Landscape, portrait, what?
Both, sir.
Both?
Yes, sir.
Which are you
Majorly, I prefer oil pastels and emboss paintings, sir.
Okay.
Emboss paintings is made
Which
up.
is more difficult, watercolors or oil color?
Watercolors, sir.
Why?
We need to be more accurate and careful while doing it, sir.
You're using watercolors?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And what are the games and sports you played? What level have you played?
No, so I have ever participated in any game events, but I used to play kabaddi and cricket during in my school times, so PT periods.
Tell me, who's your most favorite sports personality in the world?
Pawan Charawat, sir.
What is he?
He's a kabaddi player, sir.
He's a kabaddi player.
Yes,
He
sir.
plays for which club?
He is captain of Bengal Warriors, sir.
He's the captain of Bengal.
Bengal Warriors.
Okay. And the female category, who's your best sports personality?
Sania Mirza, sir.
Sania Mirza.
Yes, sir.
Why?
At the time of childhood, I got impressed by his events and awards.
She plays what game?
Tennis, sir.
Tennis.
Yes, sir.
From which state of India does she belong?
I am not clear about it, sir.
Not clear.
Yes, sir. I will find it out.
She's married a very important personality.
Yeah, I'm from Pakistan.
Who is he?
I think
What
he's
game
a
does he
celebrity.
play?
Forgot it, sir.
Don't know.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Working to Chandra,
Yes, sir.
your college principal calls you from where you're doing your engineering,
Yes.
and he says that we have to organize an inter-college painting competition
Yes, sir.
where 20 teams from outside of Tamil Nadu will be coming to our campus. You have 2 months of time to do this preparation. Any help financially? Come to me, I'll help you. No
Okay,
problem. Okay.
Okay, sir.
How do you go about organizing this event? Have you understood the question?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
First of all, I have to decide what are the events going to be done and what are the needs, whether what kind of paintings should be conducted, whether it is oil pastels or watercoloring or using pencil sketches or and what are the events and what kind of painting, different types of paintings I have analyzed, go through on it, and then I have to decide what are the elements needs, whether needs for the participants, and then with my friends I will discuss about the accommodations and food facilities.
Now we'll just talk about some general awareness question.
Yes, sir.
What is important to all of us. One of the hottest topics that is globally floating around is something called Brexit.
Yes, sir.
Have you heard of the terminology Brexit?
It is a British Union for.
What is it? What exactly is Brexit, and how does it impact India?
So, I'm a little lacking in general awareness.
Okay. Fine.
I have to develop it.
Fine.
Yes.
How many districts are there in Tamil Nadu?
Currently 33 districts.
33.
Yes, sir.
Which is the largest district?
Dharmaburi, sir.
Dharmapuri.
Yes, sir.
Fine. Which is the longest river in the world?
Nile.
Nile.
Yes.
In which continent is Nile?
I'm not clear about it, sir.
Not clear.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Not sure about it.
Do you know the northeastern states of India?
Arunachal Pradesh, Meghalaya.
That's only 3 of them.
Yes,
You have 7 northeastern states, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
And once you join the Indian Army, you will be operating in these states for sure.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
So you need to know
Yes,
what are
sir.
these northeastern states of India, right?
Yes, sir.
Who is the present Chief of the Army Staff?
Bipin Rawat, sir.
General Bipin Rawat.
Sorry, General Bipin Rawat, sir.
Okay. And who was the first Chief of Indian Army Staff post independence?
K.M. Kariyappa, sir.
What
Left,
rank was he?
before General, he was when India got the independence, he was at the rank of Lieutenant General, and January 15 to 1895, January 15, 1949, he just acquired the title of General from the General Sir Butcher.
Okay. The Indian Army is organized into various commands.
Yes.
Do you know how many commands and what are they?
There are 7 commands, sir.
7 commands.
Yes, sir.
What are they and where are they located?
Southern Command is in Pune, and Northern Command is in Udhampur. Eastern Command is in Kolkata, and Training Command is in Simla. Western Command is in. Sorry, forgot.
Forgot.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I will find it out, sir. Sorry for that.
Okay. What does your father think about you?
My father believes I am a respectful to the elders and a responsible person, and he believes that I am a devotee.
Okay.
Because he is also a traditional orthodox person, and he thinks that I am similar to him also.
And what do you think about yourself? And what is your weakness and what are you doing to overcome the same?
Yes, sir. I am a quite responsible and respectful person to the others, and I have experience in leading a team I've gained experience from leading a team from my previous company, and also I am quite initiative to all, and I took responsible for my subordinates, and I have a helping tendency in finding the issues and solving them, and good in decision making also. Then I can easily mingle with the team as a team player.
Okay.
Recently, during my previous attempt in Kapurthala, I just go earlier to visit the place of Amritsar and Attari Wagah border. At the time, I have made five friends while during the train travel from Jalandhar to Amritsar.
From Jalandhar to Amritsar?
Amritsar.
You travel by train from Jalandhar to Amritsar?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you went to the Wagah border?
Yes, sir.
What did you see there?
The flag taking ceremony, sir.
Flag?
Take-off ceremony.
Take-off ceremony?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Whose drill you liked better? The Indian side or the Pakistan side?
Indian side, sir.
Indian side?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Who are they? Were they army personnel or were they somebody else?
No, sir. Border security force, sir.
BSF.
Yes, sir.
Good. Good. You will get many more opportunities to watch all that, right?
Yes.
Chandra,
Thank you very much, sir.
stop the interview and because you're coming for a training,
Yes, sir.
let's go through where we stand.
Yes, sir.
That's more important than the question and answer that is being asked. Okay?
Thank you, sir.
Because this is your first interview?
Yes, sir.
The first interview here,
Yes, sir.
right? What according to you? How did the interview go?
Fine, sir. Fine for me.
Fine.
Yes, sir. You made me more comfortable, sir.
What do you think you need to improve on?
Yes, sir. I have to improve my general awareness.
General awareness.
Yes, sir.
Okay, a quick recap. First and foremost, Chandra,
Yes, sir.
this BIQ is like a curriculum vitae.
Okay, sir.
Okay, CDS, you people call it in your corporate world. And this is the first document that comes to an interviewing officer.
Yes, sir.
He gets a fair idea of the candidate by having a look at this BIQ.
Yes,
So
sir.
it's about important, like we told you in the classrooms also, as to how important it is to fill your
Yes.
BIQ. Fill it boldly, crisp, give relevant data,
Yes, sir.
give important data, especially sell as many brownies that you can sell
Yes, sir.
through this CV. Meaning, if you've done anything good, either through some cultural activities, some sports, NCC games, all these outstanding activities, if any, please don't miss out on that.
Okay, sir.
The other aspects, like your academic performance and all that, that comes out very clearly where it is. Okay? No overwriting,
Okay,
no
sir.
cutting,
Okay, sir.
and write it very, very legibly.
Okay, sir.
That's the first thing. And
Yes.
that's a very important document, your PIQ. Right? Then comes your entry level. When you come, open the door.
Okay,
Come
sir.
in, sir. Wish the time of the day.
Okay, sir.
Don't sit down unless you're told to sit down.
Okay, sir.
Then sit down comfortably in
Yes.
a comfortable position that you can. Right?
Yes, sir.
Look up to the interviewing officer. You are avoiding your eye contact a couple of times whenever you are out of sit.
Yes, sir.
Finally, is a dress code.
Yes, sir.
We already explained to you. I'm sure you are already aware of the dress code. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now coming on to certain feedbacks. The first 5 minutes I'll be spending, or the interviewing officer will be spending to tone down, to de-stress the candidate.
Yes,
So
sir.
he will ask you who are you, where are you coming from, and things like that to de-tense you, de-stress you, so that you're comfortable for the rest of the interview. Right?
Okay, sir.
So that's the time you should compose yourself and get to a
Yes.
normal posture as soon as possible. Right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So briefly, as I see you see you were pretty much stiff. There was no
Okay, sir.
there's no cheerful disposition that is coming out of your interaction with me, right? So that is a very important aspect.
Okay, sir.
The interviewing officer is having a conscious transaction with the candidate, and that transaction should be pretty much interesting.
Okay, sir.
And what is it that makes it interesting? One,
The way of.
physical stature,
Yes, sir.
the physical dress and the conduct, the haircut, the shaving, and all that you've done.
Yes,
That's
sir.
the physical part. And then the second part is your body language.
Okay, sir.
That little smile in your face, the sitting upright and the confident. That's the thing. So basically, somewhere you need to improve on that.
Okay,
Your
sir.
communication skills can be a little better.
Yes, sir.
Your tone of speech should have a little more energy in your to mind. At times, I found it difficult to hear you. Okay.
Okay, sir.
There are far too many fidgets. You know what's a fidget? Unnecessary movement
Filler.
of your eye, your body language, and all that. Try and avoid that
Okay,
to
sir.
the minimum. Okay. As far as your academic profile is concerned, you are pretty much average in your academics.
Yes, sir.
Not just average, but as you grow in age,
Yes, sir.
from your 10th to 12th to engineering to postgraduate engineering or whatever, the slope of your performance should be
Hi.
going up. Whereas in your case, it's the other way around.
Yes.
Right? And avoid giving these reasons like my father was not well and my economic conditions in the house was not. No, that has got no relationship
Yes, sir.
with this
Okay, sir.
particular
Okay,
thing,
sir.
right? So you will have
Okay, sir.
tough time in life even going forward. So that's the way you should take it.
Okay,
So I
sir.
don't think the response that you gave as to why this drop in percentage was good enough.
Okay, sir.
Okay? You would definitely be asked some questions on your background. If you're from the engineering background.
Yes,
If
sir.
you're from EC, something related with your EC.
Yes,
If
sir.
you're from the civil engineering, something related with civil engineering and things like that.
Okay, sir.
So you should be able to, nobody's going to ask you a very high profile, gate oriented type questions.
Okay, sir.
But simple questions and you should be prepared, right?
Yes, sir. I just worked in a electrical based background, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. So only.
Yeah.
Just,
So,
And,
friend circle, you have quite a decent amount of friends and all that. So don't be specific and restricted in the number of friends.
Okay,
At
sir.
your age, nothing wrong. Both male and female, this thing is not a problem.
Yes, sir.
Now, what I don't like about your thing, see, you come to join the armed forces, particularly army.
Yes, sir.
For us, people playing games and sports is a good thing.
Okay, sir.
Your academic profile is nothing very great. Your games profile is equally nothing very great. And you yourself admit that you are not up to games and participations and nothing of that sort.
Okay, sir.
You should be participating in games.
Yes, sir.
If you have been participating in
Now I
and
am.
all these things,
Yes, sir.
so you should bring that as a top of the mind answer.
Yes, sir.
Rather than I don't have any favorite personality, I don't have, okay,
Okay, sir.
that you need to improve. You will be asked a question on organizing something.
Okay, sir.
In this particular case, I asked you how to organize
This
a
painting.
competition inter-university or
Yes,
inter-college where 20 teams are coming from outside, right? Now it could be painting, it could be wedding, it could be picnic, it could be football, basketball, kabaddi, anything.
Yes, sir.
But the basic essence of asking this question is how well you can organize that particular event
Yes, sir.
with the available resources at your hand, at your disposal, right? So whatever be the problem posed to you, wedding or painting or whatever be the question posed to you, break that
Yes.
event into multiple activities.
Okay, sir.
For example, I told you there are 20 teams coming from outside.
Yes.
So your first thing should be, I'll break up the entire event into following activities. Number one activity, sending the list of invitation to
Yes,
all
sir.
the participating universities of the colleges. Finding suitable accommodation for the 20 teams coming from outside of Tamil Nadu. Finding appropriate auditorium or whatever hall for conduct of the painting competition. Identifying the officials who will subsequently assess and grade these paintings that have been done by these various candidates. Then the food, the prize distribution and the dispersal. So break up this event into multiple activities.
Yes.
Assign each of these activities to subcommittee members of your college, your team, or something of that sort. And thereafter, since the responsibility is yours, don't just assign to the subcommittee and leave it there.
Okay, sir.
You have to make sure that you conduct a daily or twice a day.
Yes, sir.
A feedback mechanism should be organized wherein you take feedback from each of these subcommittees on the progress of their respective activities. So build up this particular event like
Okay,
this.
sir. Okay, sir.
Cater for some contingency as well. Because the interim officer, after you finish, if you have told it well, he will pose some problems to you.
Okay, sir.
Saying that the hall in which you were supposed to conduct the marriage or the painting or the basketball match, that is not available to you because some political rally or something is happening.
Okay,
In
sir.
that event, what will you do? So cater for certain contingencies as well,
Yes, sir.
alternate positions as well.
Yes, sir.
Okay. General knowledge, general awareness, there is no limit. On a
Yes,
good
sir.
day, you may get away. On a normal day, you may get some questions which you don't know.
Yes, sir.
So the more you prepare,
Yes.
the better it is. But there's no, since you come to join the Indian Army, you should know
Yes, sir.
relatively something about the armed forces with particular reference to the Indian Army, right?
Yes, sir.
There's no excuse on that. General knowledge, general awareness, try and update yourself on the larger activities that is happening for the last 3 months or so before your SSB so that it helps you.
Yes, sir.
With particular reference to whatever in news which has got impact towards India or Indian security.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Rest, that's it. So basically the one-liner that I have to tell you is you need to build up your confidence and improve your communication skills.
Okay, sir.
Make it a little more energetic,
Yes.
right?
Thank you.
Now you can ask me any questions that you deem fit.
Shall I go along with this Mustaq, sir, for SSB?
That whatever suits you,
Okay, sir.
say okay.
Okay. So I have a doubt from my for the past few months, 2 months, sir. Once while I was in Chennai Tambaram Institute, I have heard two various stories of from the candidates who have been attended SSB. One was my friend Akash brothers was attending SSB in Bangalore. At the time, one of the recommended candidate just cried because because of being recommended. Just cried and fell down and I don't want to go in the army. I have seen the procedures, how to see the procedures is going on. Likewise,
So you came there only to watch the procedure, is it?
yes, sir. To see the procedure. Not I am not interested in
You
joining.
will find all sorts of people
Yes, sir.
who come. Most of them join. Some of them just come to gain a little more knowledge.
Yes, sir.
Some of them time pass.
Yes, I just.
It's all part of it, so nothing to worry about that. So any questions on what you want to see about right now?
No, sir.
Okay.
From my.
Thank you.
Thank you very much,
See
sir.
you in the afternoon in the classroom. Fine.
Yes, sir.